Hello everyone, my name is Carlie Till, and I'm using this screencast to talk to you about brain-based learning. I've created a concept map about this topic using Smart Ideas software for Windows. This program helps students visualize and analyze complex ideas by building multi-level interactive concept maps. Brain-based learning is a theory based on the structure and function of the brain. As you can see, I have included 5 main components of brain-based learning. These are experience, environment, emotion, assessment, and memory. I will begin with experience, and I will go into the second level of the map by clicking the small green arrow. So as a teacher, it is important to incorporate a variety of learning experiences such as cooperative learning, role plays, building models, and solving real-life problems to give students an emotional, relevant, and comprehensible experience. Sense and meaning is necessary for retention. Students retain more information that is understandable with relevant meaning to them. Make content relevant to students by helping them think of and make connections between the material and real life. So as you can see, I have included a couple of pictures. This is one class on a field trip and another class doing science experiments to help them learn. I've also included a short video. If you click on the globe link, it will take you straight to the video.
It's an entire shift when you actually come here to experience it firsthand. I feel like I've walked in the same footsteps of Leonardo da Vinci and stood in the place where Michelangelo was painting.
It's just full of life and full of color, and it's nothing like I've ever seen before.
I can't believe it. I never thought I'd be here.
It's the best thing I've ever done in my entire life.
Some people say that a picture can tell 1,000 words, but an experience is so much better.
This is our classroom.
It's not like history class where you sit and learn about it. You just kind of live it. It's just there all around you all the time.
That video has shown you how an experience is so much more valuable than just a picture. Although it may be costly, whenever it's possible, it is important to take your students on field trips and to get them to have a better understanding of the topic. So we'll now move on to the next component, and to do this, go back to the main menu by clicking this link at the top left corner. So we'll move on to environment. Design a variety of teaching and learning activities that will access the brain's ability to remember visually and emotionally. Students are more willing to take risks in a safe, comfortable, and inspiring environment, and it's up to you as the teacher to give them this type of environment. Learning is enhanced when the environment is rich and stimulating to accommodate the needs of both the learner and the instructor. Active participation and student involvement is important because it makes students more excited about their education and more eager to learn. As you can see from these images, this classroom is very colorful and decorated with student work, and the children look very happy and comfortable in the environment. The next component is emotion. Students' emotional states influence their level of academic achievement. This is because external information that is brought into the brain is processed first by the part of our brain that processes emotions. A positive emotional state is essential for the student's ability to acquire new knowledge and focus attention. Adding positive emotional components to a lesson has been shown to aid memory. The next component is assessment. Immediate constructive feedback increases motivation and makes students aware of how to improve their work. The part of the brain that processes learning also processes movement. So if you incorporate and assess movement into lessons such as clapping, dancing, and role play, it will promote student achievement. Effective teachers use a variety of assessment techniques to measure achievement and to provide motivation. For example, you could allow students to create some of their assignments and rubrics for marking, or even allow them to mark themselves or their peers. I've included another short video about assessment in the classroom.
Xavier, that one's yours.
Lynn Meeker uses an assessment book with her kindergarten students. They look forward to demonstrating what they know and understand with their teacher and later their parents or guardians as well. Mrs. Meeker is able to assess the progress of each individual student by working through the assessment book at different times in the school year.
We have some capital alphabet letters. Do you think you can tell me the names of all those? Let's see how many stars we can get.
W, E, P,
My hand in the way.
T, Y, U, S, I.
Wow, you didn't miss any this time. Did you show Mrs. Meeker what you know? You sure did. So guess what? You're going to get a certificate to go home to show Grandma that you know every one of those alphabet letters. I am so happy. How do you feel?
Happy.
Do you feel like you've gotten pretty smart in kindergarten? All right. Thank you, Diamond. We have a different color pen for each trimester. We start with red and then blue, and now I'm working with green, so I can immediately see, what they had accomplished just by the color, even in the book. And of course, they think it's a rainbow, and rainbows are big deals. When you're in kindergarten, they just love rainbows. I'm going to say the word for the picture, and then I want you to tell me what letter you think that picture starts with, okay?
Okay.
How about leaf?
L,
Ring.
R,
Gift.
G.
Mrs. Meeker is able to differentiate each assessment for each student, allowing them to master tasks at their own level.
So you get the idea of that video and the different methods of assessment. Go back to the main menu. Now we'll talk about the last component, memory. A student's brain pathways require touching, seeing, hearing, and doing to be strengthened enough for long-term memory recall. So it's important to use a variety of techniques and teaching methods instead of just lecturing straight to the students the entire time. To utilize the episodic component of memory, teach important skills and concepts in different locations. For example, if you can teach a class outside, that would be an effective way to do this. Understanding is incorporated with memory when you can make appropriate connections between things. So the more data we remember, the better we are able to make connections and to reach conclusions of our own. So now that I've discussed all 5 of the components of brain-based learning, you can see that Smart Ideas is an effective way to make a concept map to talk about any sort of subject or to use in the classroom to teach your students. As a new teacher, I'm eager to use teaching methods that support this brain-based learning theory because it is such an effective way to promote student learning and to ensure that they have the best educational experience. If you have any further questions about brain-based learning theory or the Smart Ideas program, please contact me at carlietill@gmail.com. Thank you for watching.